So this world of crypto, I've been thinking, there's so many frauds that are out there. I mean, have you noticed that? Chances are, I can almost guarantee you, just clicking into this video, you probably saw some fraud like this. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's rampant. I mean, look, YouTube, I hate to say it, but you're not doing the world's greatest job of actually filtering out all of the fraud that comes in crypto. And I feel like an old school crypto guy. I mean, look, guys, I've been in this crypto scene, like, I promise you, way before any of you. No doubt. I've been doing this since like the days of like distributed password cracking and hashing and all that stuff. And that's what led me into Bitcoin in the early, well, I'm not going to say when, but a long time ago, back in like the super old days. Now, why is that important? It's important because of this. I feel like it's my job to take you under my wing, so to speak, and like help you understand where the fraud is coming from, where the challenges and the problems are coming from, because let's be honest, the world of crypto today is full of fraud. In this video, we are going to dive into some of the most important pieces if you are going to start investing in cryptocurrency, what you've got to be doing. Pay attention, listen to my words of wisdom. I have been there, I have done that. There is no mistake that's been made that I have not already made, and there's no piece of advice that I'm going to give you that has not been battle tested and battle hardened. Stay tuned, you cannot miss this video. Okay, so here we go. Let's dive right into all of this stuff. I am a big fan of cryptocurrency, but not because it's crypto. I don't care about crypto. I'm not like a lot of the other nerds that's out there that's talking about honestly cool stuff, but like projections and where I think things are gonna go. Not really into that. What I'm into is innovative stuff. I am into things that I think are game-breaking, game-challenging, game-changing technologies. That's what I love. I remember in the early days of the internet, it was exactly that. I remember as a high schooler diving into what the internet was doing. I mean, look, I was still doing like terminal and PPP commands to dial up into the internet, but it connected me to this outside world that nothing had ever done before. I was blown away by that technology. Cryptocurrency is the same thing. I'm an old banker. I'm an old technologist. I've been doing this for a really long time. I'm telling you, technology has never seen what cryptocurrency has done before. The world is just now ready for it and some big things. Why does that matter? It matters because in this video, we are going to talk about some critical things that you need to do to protect your crypto investment. I know this because I've been through all of this. Listen, I am telling you, there are 1,000 people and more that are here to steal your money. As I mentioned before at the very beginning of this video, you probably even saw some stupid Ethereum scam that was right in front of you saying, hey, if you send me this crypto, I'm going to give you double back because I'm a nice guy. And it's like, come on, man, come on. We know that's not real. We know that's not truthful, but we just want to believe it. We want to send those guys that crypto because we want to see it come back early and come back and double what it's worth. In reality, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. If it is too good to be true, it is too good to be true. You can trust me on that, bank on that, take my word for that. Let me take you under Wes's wing. I am going to protect you and help you in your crypto investments, in your crypto world. So let's start with the very first thing. Actually, you know what? The first thing was what I already told you. Sometimes like things just slip out of me. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. That's your number one. I just told you that. It's that way in all things. If something comes up and it sounds too good to be true, not just in the world of crypto, but in all things, I promise you, it is too good to be true. What's the second thing? Second thing is this. If it's not your wallet, it's not your crypto. Coinbase, hear me. Voyager, hear me. All of you peoples, my friends that are out there that are storing your crypto in the exchange you bought it from, it is not your crypto. I wish it were, but it's not. Why? Because you don't know what's going to happen to that. Did you know your crypto investments are not insured? I mean, even with Gemini, I love what Gemini is doing. If you look at the fine print and look what they say, it's the FDIC side of the house that's insured. It's the US dollar side of the house that's insured. not the rest of it. So keep that in mind. How do I know this? I have been involved. You guys remember the Mt. Gox stuff that happened? I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to come out with a documentary on that pretty soon. I've been working on it. Listen, what happened with the Mt. Gox stuff was crazy. I had some crypto invested in it. I am not going to tell you how much, but I lost all of it. And I'm working on getting it back. And I think I'm going to get a lot of it back, but I'm working with the Japanese courts to do so. My point is this. If you stored money in Mt. Gox's exchange and you kept it there stupidly like me, and something happens to that exchange, that crypto is gone. That's what happened with Mt. Gox. You guys remember Cryptsy? If you never remember Cryptsy, check it out. Cryptsy was the same kind of thing. If you stored crypto in Cryptsy, guess what? It was gone when the company went under. Guess who lost money on Cryptsy? This guy. Yep. So twice in a row. Listen to me. I'm telling you, do not keep your crypto on an exchange. If you do, it is susceptible to loss. Why is it? Because you don't control it. Not your keys, not your crypto. Repeat after me. Not your keys, not your crypto. That is so important. If you are investing in cryptocurrency and you are buying on exchange, makes total sense, don't leave it on the exchange. If you do, it is susceptible to seizure, it is susceptible to loss, it is susceptible to account hacking, all kinds of things. And scarily enough, it is susceptible to that cryptocurrency exchange just saying, we're done. Our doors are closed. We're not doing this anymore. See you later. And that has happened to me twice. So I'm telling you, listen, not your keys, not your crypto. You must own it. When you buy your cryptocurrency, get it out of the exchange in a place that you control. Number 2, and I'm kind of breaking this rule, not just by this video, but if I can be honest, the whole video series of what I'm producing, but never talk about your crypto. At least never talk about how much you own. One thing you will never hear in this video is how much does Wes own in terms of his crypto investments. Am I a billionaire? Am I a millionaire? Am I 1,000-aire, 100-aire, a 10-aire? Do I own $10 worth of crypto? You are never going to know because I am never going to tell you. You know what? Maybe I don't own any cryptocurrency. Maybe I was way too late to get in and I'm just too late to the game and I'm just making these videos in hindsight. You'll never know because I'm not going to tell you. See, to me, when people come up and ask me, Wes, I heard you like crypto. You talk about it a lot. Are you into crypto? How much do you own? I say, look, man, you think I'm going to tell you that? How much is in your bank account? And they're like, I'm not telling you that. And I'm like, of course you're not telling me that because that's private info. What makes you think that I would tell you how much crypto I own or don't own? Maybe I don't own any at all. And they're like, okay, I see where you're going. So you're not going to tell me? No, I'm not going to tell you. Come on, man. That's not how this works. I don't tell you what's in my bank account. I'm not going to tell you what's in my crypto accounts, so to speak. Never talk about how much crypto you own. See, this is called basic OPSEC. And if you want to see an example of OPSEC and how OPSEC can fail you, check a link out right here. I don't know if you've seen this video right here, but this is where I talk specifically about the Silk Road and what happened with the takedown of the Silk Road and how OPSEC led to the failure. So rule number 2, do not talk about how much crypto you own. Do you want people to come after you and start phishing you and going after you? Trust me, no, you don't. So that is the second rule. Don't talk about your crypto and how much you own. It's fine to talk about it, but don't go about bragging like, yo, dude, I got 1 Bitcoin. Don't say that. There's no need for that. Trust me, don't talk about how much Bitcoin you have. Number 1, 2, 3. Number 3, let's go into this. Your seed is your key. I don't know how you have thought through the backups of your key. This video is not talking about how to set up your crypto wallets, how to protect them, how to keep them safe, but also how to recover them. Not talking about that. But what I will say is many times, whether it's a paper wallet, it's a ledger or some kind of nano or something else that's out there that you're using as a hardware wallet or some other mechanism, just remember there's usually recovery keys. Recovery keys are nice because you need to recover them. Listen to a word from the wise. I have lost my wallets. Now remember what I said, the rule just before. I'm not going to tell you how much I lost in my wallets, but because I had some recovery keys, which were very difficult for me to obtain, by the way, I was able to recover my cryptocurrency. So that was awesome. I can't tell you the moment of panic I had, but being able to recover them from the keys was a valuable thing. Where are those keys? How do I store those keys? You are never going to know. I'm not going to tell you that. But I am telling you this, recovery of keys is really important. You need to make sure you have that in place, because that is the way many times that we can recover in the event of a disaster. And if you're not prepared for that disaster, you are going to find yourself in major trouble. So store that key somewhere safe, somewhere offline, somewhere not accessible, somewhere not thievable in some kind of way. Again, that is not the purpose of this video. Just keep that in mind. It's important that your seed is your key to recovery. So remember that. Okay, number 4, and this is a big one. This is around transactional security. Have you ever moved a lot of cryptocurrency before, like maybe multiple, like Bitcoin? I'm not going to say that I've ever done that before, because again, remember, it comes to operational security. I'm not going to tell you how much I own. But if you've ever moved a lot of cryptocurrency before, you've been in that boat. You have been in that really scary time where I hope I send this out correctly, because if you send it to the wrong key, if you fat finger that wallet from where you're going to where you're going to, that crypto is gone. You're not going to recover it. I don't care if people say it's possible. It is not going to happen. You are not going to recover it. That's just the way that wallets work. It's just the way that private addresses work. There are so many that can be created. If you screw that up, you're not getting it back. So double check. No. Triple check. No. Quadruple check your transactions. There is running malware that exists today that look for Bitcoin wallets and will actually change at the copy paste piece of all of that and say, hey, instead of going where I think I'm going to go over here instead. Now that does not happen often, but I am aware and I have personally seen different kinds of malware that can take advantage of that. So when you are making your transactions, I mean, if it's $5 US dollar, fine. But if you're doing some bigger transactions, double check, triple check, 4x check, 5x check, make sure that wallet is right in where you're sending it to, because it's really dangerous. This is not like the banking system where I screw up a wire, it's going to be rejected back to me. Nope. In the world of crypto, you have no banking system. We always brag about how awesome that is, but we also have to accept the dangers of that. Money movement is one of the most dangerous pieces of crypto. When I'm sending from one place to another, double, triple, quadruple check where you are sending to. I promise you, this is something that is really important. And I would hate to see anybody get burned on that and send a bunch of crypto to somewhere they will never, ever recover it again. That's terrible. Okay, number 5. Let's talk about this one. Everybody has an opinion. I mean, this whole video is my opinion. I recognize that. Everybody has an opinion. What's going to be the next hot crypto and why, what the market's looking like, what's going to rage and take off, what's going to fail, what's going to come into Coinbase and why. I mean, look, we all have our opinions in crypto. I mean, shoot, your grandma at the Thanksgiving table probably has an opinion on crypto. Hey, what's all of this about? What's all this cryptocurrency that you've been talking about? Look, that's the case. I've had a lot of conversations about crypto with a lot of people. That's great. A lot of people have their opinions, and I have my opinion too. Take every opinion with a grain of salt, because an opinion is just that, an opinion. If somebody truly actually understood and knew everything about crypto and where it's going to go factually, why would they tell you? Why would they tell me? They wouldn't. They would keep it secret. They would keep it safe, and they would use it to their own benefit. So just remember, with cryptocurrency, a big rule of thumb is this: just treat opinions as opinions. Don't go bet the farm, so to speak, because somebody tells you some obscure crypto is going to take off. There's a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of YouTube channels that are out there that are doing a lot of that stuff. Look, listen to them, but just know that they're entertainment. Don't take them at face value. They may be right, they may be wrong, and I can tell you most of the time, they're probably wrong. There's a good chance I'm wrong with some of what I'm telling you today. So take opinions with a huge grain of salt. And lastly, the most important, the one that I tell all the time, because often I find myself in these shoes where people say, Wes, tell me about this crypto thing. How do I get started? What do I need to know? I mean, I get asked that all the time. I truly do. It's not me just making this up for the video. I get asked that all the time. And the number one thing I always leave my friends with is this: never invest more than you're willing to lose. So if you are willing to sell your total assets under management, including your home, all for the value and potential of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other things that are out there, or you just think Link is the next hot thing or whatever it may be, and you're gonna bet the farm, so to speak, and sell everything you got, that's awesome. Power to you, as long as you're willing to lose it all. This is one of the keys to investing. It has served me really well with whatever amount of crypto I have. I'm not going to tell you once again, remember that, but this is the rule. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. If you can afford $200 a month and you can say, you know, that would stink to lose that, I'd really hate that, but it's not going to kill me, then do it. That's your number. Whatever the number is that you are willing to lose. If you have some kind of significant other in your life, or you're married, or whatever it is, that's what you need to think about. How much are we willing to lose? If you're willing to bet the home on it and take out an entire second mortgage specifically on crypto, and you're willing for that to completely crash, good, go for it. Do it, I say. But if you are not, then do not do it. Because this is the deal. This is a risky endeavor, as are all things. And people are going to comment on here and be like, Wes, this isn't a risky endeavor. Crypto is so stable. I happen to think the same thing, but we can't say that factually and forever because we can't see the future. So let me just say this. Risk what you're willing to lose. And before anyone calls me a hypocrite, you're doing the same thing. Did you buy lunch today? Yep. Were you willing to lose that lunch for crypto? Nope. That's why you have lunch. Just a good way to think about it. Invest what you're willing to lose. That's the way we do all investments. It comes back to dollar cost averaging. It comes back to very stable, consistent investments around what you can afford. And just remember, this is a race, but that race is more like the tortoise and not the hare. It's the long run, and that is what earns it. You may feel like, man, I'm so far behind. I'm like years behind. Yeah, but you're probably years ahead of everyone else that wants to get into this. So that's my advice. Just remember, only invest what you are willing to lose. Hey, was this video helpful? Does this give you some info that helps you? You know what you can do? You can actually help me back. Would you hit the like button, the subscribe button? My subscriber count is growing by leaps and bounds, but not the same without you. So hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment down below. I am super interested to hear what you have to say. Agree, disagree, give me your comments, and let's discuss more. Thanks.